Thank you very much. I retired from my employment after 38 years of long service just this January. But I still remember the very first day of my work at SLT when I entered as a fresh graduate from University of Moratuwa, having got my appointment letter and being asked to report to a location called the radio laboratory in SLT. And the place was a dark, typical government office. And as I walked in without knowing what is there in store for me, as a very fresh uh, novice in the field of engineering, I walked out. And to my surprise, I was met with a hefty, tall guy with a very strong voice. And he looked at me. Ah, you are the new guy here. I said, yes. So, which politician or which minister gave you this job? I was furious. I said, do you think that you need politicians' letters for graduates from Moratuwa University, the most prestigious university in the country? This is exactly what I wanted to say, but I was totally speechless. I didn't know what to say. I was not ready to for such a confrontation. I thought people would accept me with open arms, but no, it wasn't that. The environment was hostile, but it was very short-lived until I met my new boss, the engineer in charge. I was called into his room and I went, and he had a normal conversation with me, totally in English, and I also managed to speak with him in English. And he said, Salim, I see you are a very bright guy, but remember, what brought you here will not take you where you want to go. What does he say? What brought you here will not take you there? Oh, I am from Moratuwa University. I studied electronics and telecommunication. Here I am in the radio laboratory. That is my favorite field of work. And I want to work with radios, and that is what I was training. So, what is there for me to learn anything new? I didn't understand. And I started my work there, my job. And then it took me about 4 to 5 years in employment for me to realize that what my engineer said, what brought me here will not take me there. So I thought, okay, let me study. I studied. I studied my field of engineering. Studied. I went to Institute of Engineers. I did my engineering exams, and I did my chart. I got through my chart and was working as an engineer very happily in the organization. Nothing changed. I was always an engineer. I was thinking, do I miss something more? Then I realized, yes, all what I need is confidence, ability to speak in front of an audience. Although I did my studies in English or I was very good in English language or whatever it was, I wasn't confident to speak in front of anybody, particularly if they were foreigners. I would keep my mouth shut. And if they were senior officers or others who spoke very fluent English, although I understood every word they said, I wasn't confident to speak back. I was a totally mute person. I knew I should do something. I really don't know what happened, but maybe it was the fate that led me into a program called Speechcraft, held at the Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka. I didn't know what Speechcraft was. I just went through. It was in the newspapers. Those days, it was everything was in the newspapers, the advertisement, and I thought, all right, okay, this is where people were trained for speaking in public. There's nothing for me to learn speaking in public because I used to conduct training sessions in our training school and all that. So never mind. Let me go and try. And in 2000 3, when I entered this Speechcraft program conducted at Institute of Engineers, it completely changed my outlook. Within a very short period, I was able to gain confidence in speaking before an audience, thanks to this kind and very conducive environment I had in the Speechcraft program. Okay, then the Speechcraft program, 10 weeks was over. We enjoyed a lot and we learned a lot and we became more confident. And then the Institute Engineers requested us to start our own club. That was the beginning of IESL Toastmasters Club in 2004, where I joined that club as a charter member. I'm not going to tell you everything what happened from that day until today, but let me tell you what. Just few months after joining the Toastmasters, I was I didn't realize, but I was very active. Whenever I go to a meeting, I speak. Whenever I meet people, I speak. Speaking became something that came naturally to me, and people noted it. One fine day, I received a call from our human resource department. And the deputy general manager calls me and says, Salim, we want you to go to Uganda and train engineers in Uganda Telecom on inventory control and procurement. Uganda? Why me? No, no, you are a good speaker and you have been working in Sri Lanka Telecom as a DGM for inventory control and procurement. So you definitely can do. So that was my first break. And I was not hesitant to go and accept that challenge and go to Uganda and speak, train them for 2 weeks. And that was also a wonderful opportunity I got. I was surprised by this amazing ability that I have discovered all because of Toastmasters. Then I was sent on a training to United Kingdom in on human resource management, and there I was. United Kingdom is the birthplace of the English language. My instructor was English, and most of my colleagues in the training program were English, except for few from the other Asian and the North American countries, South American countries, of course. So the my instructor, I was so amazed to hear my instructor telling Salim, you speak excellent English, sometimes better than us. Made me it made me feel wonderful. I felt that is all because of the training I got from Toastmasters. Then my major break came when the chief marketing officer saw me and offered me to be in his team as a general manager in Sri Lanka. So that was my break, and I was promoted as a general manager, and I served in this organization in Sri Lanka Telecom as general manager for over 15 years in different capacities in sales, in marketing, product development, in human resources, in training and planning, everywhere. So 15 years as the general manager, all because I discovered the ability to speak clearly in front of an audience because I joined this wonderful movement called Toastmasters. So that was my metamorphosis from a, a mere worm to the butterfly that I believe I became. So what is stopping you? You are here in the Toastmasters program, this wonderful program which has proven for years and years, over 95 years, it has been proven that thousands and thousands of people have benefited with this program. But it will, just because you join Toastmasters, it will not benefit you. I am telling you, frankly, you become a member of the Toastmasters will not benefit you. But what will benefit, what will bring the results to you is the more you get involved. You must involve in the program to evolve. So the involvement is necessary. How do you involve? We have a great program in front of us. Whatever the path you have chosen, the dynamic leadership, presentation mastery, humorous speaking, whatever the path you use, in each path that is structured so well that it will give you the aspects and elements that you need to become an effective and a confident speaker. And what will make that to you? It's not only speaking, not just because you are going to speak in large audiences or whatever. It is not because of that. It is because it will bring the inner person outside, because you are able to, your ability to express yourself to an inner audience. So that is what makes it. Getting yourself deeply involved in the program will be will bring the benefits that you need. I remember when I got myself involved in with Toastmasters International in the design of the current education program, the Pathways Learning Experience. In the beginning, even Toastmasters International did not know, but they had people from all over the world, and we had some Toastmasters from Sri Lanka also who got involved. Not myself. I only became an ambassador later, but there were Toastmasters who got involved, who tested out and who gave their input to make this program the program it is now. Particularly the mentoring aspect. The new Pathways Learning Experience has put a lot of effort or lot of focus on mentoring, giving you the training necessary to become an effective mentor. So the benefits are immense. And if it can happen to me, an ordinary, shy, mute engineer who always wanted to stay at the back row without speaking, to rise up the ladder in the organizational structure and go to the top, and also rise up in the organization structure of this wonderful organization as a member, as a club leader, and to a district leader, and finally to reach the level of the district governor. If it can happen to me, it can happen to you as well. So I am telling you, find that, find your voice, and it will definitely help you to able to serve the world. Find your world voice and serve the world. Get involved and evolve. Toastmasters will certainly change your life. So don't wait. Get involved, Madam Toastmaster.